talk
Okay.
about them. Hey, y'all, it's that time. We made our way. We were backstage having some good convo. And but welcome, happy Monday. I hope you're having a wonderful April. This lovely woman over here, I have to do backwards, right? This is Ann Zuber, and she's become a really awesome friend to me. And in fact, was the person who introduced me to this whole program that I've been rocking for my health growth, my journey, my spiritual growth, all of that. And so yeah, I wanted to, and she's supporting me. It's just wonderful. I wanted to talk about what I've been doing, how it's been going, and so yeah, Anne, welcome. What a beautiful background.
Thank you. I appreciate the Sierra float spot atmosphere.
Yes. Oh, so cool. I didn't even know what a float spa was until I met Anne. It's just amazing. It's like the salt water, right?
Yeah, it's like floating in the Dead Sea. Exactly. Salt therapy on steroids. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Who doesn't
Miss
feel better after soaking in a half a ton of Epsom salt? My God.
I gotta check it out. I want to check it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
one day. Mr. Hugh, welcome in. Jackie Fox, welcome in. It's good to see you. We seem to be having a lot better internet connection tonight, and I'm thankful for that. But dude, we've had some crazy weather in the Ohio land here, like serious windstorms, people going out of power left and right, like power poles just being ripped out of the by wind of Mother Nature, dude. It's been
Amazing.
nuts.
I'm so grateful for the timing. Every once in a while, you just go mute for a second, but then it catches right up. So, like you said, I think we're in the wind today.
Excellent. I think it happens that way for me too, but I think that happens on my stream often anyhow, and it's got to be the connection. So,
Yeah.
but
And we
yeah,
know we all love your streams.
I
I'm
love
here from your narrations too, girl. I'm like all about it.
yeah, if you guys didn't catch before, that's how I met Anne. I met her through the Dolores Cannon narrations, and when she started messaging and leaving comments and her thoughts and stuff there, I was just like, this girl is awesome. I just loved her so much immediately. And it just snowballed. And what a lovely thing. That's how I meet the people that come into these chats as well. They're just like amazing souls. And it's like, what is that? Your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's just the case, right?
Man, I got so lucky. Yeah, because that's exactly what I was throwing down. Like
Me too.
you type and you're like, I hope this person doesn't get hit with this all day, and just be like, oh, block.
No, no. Oh my gosh, Heidi. Heidi's here. I haven't seen you in so long. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
Mwah.
Awesome, welcome in.
Yes, dude. I love you. So yeah, man. Okay, so I guess I'll say pure that is the product that or the multiple products that it's a program that I started, and it's been boosting my positive nature. It's been making my head more clear. I've been losing a lot of weight, which is exciting. And it's really exciting. I don't know. I get the feeling that I've had like tremendous results like with that. I know that when people go through like the 10-day cleanse, they have those same sort of results that I do.
Mhm.
That I have been having, but I wasn't doing the 10-day cleanse.
No, you weren't.
So
You weren't.
I wasn't. I was just doing like a one a day sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
But thank you, Heidi. Oh my gosh, thank you. Actually, I do feel like my skin has just been glowing a lot more, and I think it has to do with like a happier spirit inside. But so yeah, I think it all boils down to the fact that where I'm changing the alkalinity of my body, and that's what
Yes.
this program does for
Yeah.
you. And
That's absolutely facts. Yeah. It's funny though. I've been doing this for 9 years. I've been working with this formulations expert and these foods. And I forgot till you just said it that truthfully, the first thing that people will be hit by, if they're secretly taking the superfoods in, maybe at work, by day 4, I'll get a call from people and they'll be like, my coworker said my face is glowing.
I love that.
I know. It's
That's so
amazing. It's
cool.
true. Yeah.
It is.
It's a lot of fun.
I
I fell into the natural products industry. I was so lucky. I was really lucky. I was in the right
love
place at the right time. My
mm.
parents, thank bless them, paid for Sonoma State University. So I'd gotten a job at a weekly newspaper.
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
It's just as fun as all the TV shows try to tell you it is, too. I got to tell you, working at a newspaper is fucking fun.
Cool. It's juicy, right? Getting the scoop.
Yeah, Allie has a family show. Keep it family rated. Sorry about that. It's really, really fun.
I
Yeah,
don't.
the publisher,
It's not
the
for
ad
kids.
department, the classified department, the illustrators, everything. It's just as fun as they make it seem, and it's amazing. And I was working in advertising. I was the newbie, so I got the new call-in accounts, and this account happened to call me, and they were on my way home. What cooler job than graduated from college? I was like 22, maybe 23 years old, and I was getting paid to roll around Santa Rosa, Sebastopol, West Sonoma County, and meet all the business owners, right? I'm talking about the best job. Like, it was so epic for me. So, so basically all the restaurants, who everybody is, you're like, come on back, like, it's the best job ever. And so on the way home, this one account said, oh, well, we're in Sebastopol. That's right by my house. So I left work early so I could stop by my clients on the way home and all that. And walked in, and their house had been converted to a formulation studio. Wow. I was like, where I pretended like I was all cool and stuff, but really I was like,
you are.
Whoa. Where am I? This place smells amazing. There was like copper tubing dripping down and like cobalt bottles of herbs everywhere. And like, this gorgeous, I mean, it was incredible. Yeah, it was a formulation house for Trillium Herbal Company, or it's still an OG in the market right now. So that formulations expert ended up recruiting me from the newspaper. And very quickly, I was working for them, busting my butt, working 40 hours a week to get their product on the shelf at Whole Foods and Earth Fare and all the places, right?
So cool.
At the same time of going to shows.
Michelle and Trace B, welcome in.
Come on in, y'all. So like 1997.
I'm so excited to see them. Please continue.
Oh my God, it's so good. So we're back in time travel time, 1997. And with the herbal company, I was out there doing shows, and that's where I met the formulations expert in 1997 for the food that you and I take every single day. And it was just I have like, I don't know if you guys know, but you know how cool Allie is and how she like finds those books and like reads the right perfect book for everybody just when they need it at the right time.
For me too. Thank you.
It's one of those incredible things that you did. Like, I literally found you because I needed to hear another Dolores Cannon book, and there wasn't anything on Audible at the time, or I didn't have access to it, whatever. And so when I needed her, you were there. Thank God. Like, I can't even believe it. It was amazing. Nobody on the internet had her book but you. And so, like that, the right and perfect people always show up, right? And my heart tells me, like, just how it did when I was talking to you, and I'm all, this girl, she's my friend. I even told Rachel, another friend of ours now, I'm like, this girl's a homie. Like, she is a homie, legit. We know her. We've been through lives with this girl.
It's got to be.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that was a lot of the people in this chat too. Genevieve, welcome in.
Welcome in.
My gosh, I see you up there. I missed it at first. Yeah.
They probably recognize my name from the narrations too, because I'm like,
yeah, they probably do. Oh my gosh. Because then when you got to come into a couple of live narrations, I was just like so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I know that girl.
My heart lit up. The first time it happened, I was in the bath. I'm like, did she just say my name? She said my name.
It's so cool, dudes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that kind of joy is exactly how I found the food that we take. I mean, that's why I'm in it to win it. That's why you're feeling so great. There's a magic in it. There's an alchemy to it. There is. Yeah.
So that when you met Dave, right? His name is Dave. That was in 97 too?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Dave and Amy. Amy and Dave. Yeah, there were two of them. They just started the company. They had 3 formulations, I think. But they were literally at shows, like everybody else in the 10 by 10 booth. And they were like slamming wheatgrass shots. They had wheatgrass shots on the table.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude. I think they're going to be on the Purium call tonight. Both of them.
Oh, sweet. At 4? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Or 7. whatever.
7 for me, right? But 4 for
Yeah.
you, yeah? Um, but yeah, I'm so thankful. I'm gonna actually be able to I'm going to California over my birthday for the Earth Day Oasis thing, and, I get to meet them. It all feels so magic the way everything's lining up, like, "Hey, Saturnian, good to see you, dude, welcome in, awesome-o." Yeah, that's the thing, it's just been, like, the flow of things, and now I feel like I am part of this, like, this health movement of light workers, like an ambassador of health. Well, help, yeah, it's helping me. But and 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 like she was saying, Rachel, this other lady who I connected with her, through my readings too. I didn't even know that they knew each other, that they were friends, and I just really loved her. I just loved her so much. It was like another, like, heart connection, right? Um,
Nice.
and, then I don't know, I think that you told me in one of your comments at one point that she was your homie, and I was just like, "No way, dude. You guys are so cool." I'm not surprised even though I'm so surprised, like, that it's that way, right? So, yeah,
Yeah.
because and, like, everybody here in the chat, like, we went through the whole, I think everybody here in the chat, I met in 2020 when the world just kinda went awry, and it became
Jeez.
my home community, and, we've all grown together and so much, and it's been such a blessing. It's like a heart space, and, like, how much that they've supported me and how much I've been invited into their lives and the way things are going with them. So, yeah, it's nice the way things grow, and I'm so thankful to be, like, an ambassador of this whole movement, and, man, it's cool. It's really cool.
Well, I'm really lucky. It's, for me, it's part of my heart and soul. And the people that get it, like, find it, because it's a small brand, like the
Mhm.
formulations company, it's been around for 35 years. And honestly, everybody here on the live chat has probably eaten some of our food before, because like when I say I find the highest and the best in the natural products industry, I do.
Mhm.
So we are
You
responsible
do.
for pushing the industry forward. So we were organic before organic. We use heirloom seeds because, well, they haven't even started talking about hybridization of seeds, but obviously we use heirloom seeds. We are about water health and living water and black rich soil and
Yeah,
regenerative farming,
regenerative.
and then peak perfection harvesting, and any raw powder, any raw food on the market was either protected by these two, at the top level, fighting for food rights in this country, or because they were trying to annihilate raw food.
Mhm.
I think it was the early 2000s. I could be wrong. Might be late 90s. But anyway,
Like
so raw food
Nabisco.
was under attack. And then at the same time, all of the money from slaying shots of wheatgrass on the table, and on the brand building that got to go, that put us into a warehouse over, in the part of LA where the Rodney King riots happened and all that. So that we had a warehouse, but it was
Okay.
one warehouse, and we'd hired some staff out there. They had these 3 different brands, but we didn't have the big facility and we couldn't go national at that point.
Mhm.
So what we did, like, natural products geniuses just sort of gravitate towards each other. They know how to find each other. So, like, these kind of back corner, odd looking fella, has some kind of invention, right? And you got to
Cool.
find that crazy inventor, and you got to learn
Mhm.
how to talk crazy inventor language or get them to speak,
I
right?
love that.
So,
Yes.
Dave met this dude who said, "Hey, what if I told you I could make raw powders, without any heat?" He said, "I'd give you $1 million, right?" So
Boom!
ultimately, that man proved that he could do it, and we did put the money behind it, and we did create a machine that has, you know, given us the ability to have crystalline structured powders on the marketplace.
I can see it in the appleberry, the power shake. When I put it in my drink, when I do my drink, like, I can see the crystals in it. It's like dichrome. It's, like, amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like
It's
it's so
vitality, it's
cool.
life. It's just, and so
Liquid
the
life.
formulations on top of the, harvesting at peak perfection and getting it to you, and then having this master genius formulations expert who,
Mhm.
I don't know if you've ever had a great serum or body butter, but when you find one that's great, it is not at all like one that isn't great. Am I right?
Truth. Yeah, yeah.
So when you find a formulations expert that knows how to make food that your body then synthesizes into perfection, right? Because
Dude.
what's on the bottle, nutrition facts are nice little stories about what's in that plastic container, but you're not a
Right.
plastic container. So when your
Absolutely.
body takes in that, product, it's not going to necessarily, and most often not even close, it's not going to mirror what's on the nutrition facts. So in our case, our bodies are designed to take the nutrition in and turn it into whole food nutrition. And it's fast.
It is. It's also, it's like cell purging. Like, I feel that that's lost most of my weight because I lost like 22 pounds in like 9 days. And I've been holding down at that 22 level. I haven't weighed myself again though this week. We'll see where I'm at. But when I did weigh myself again last week, I had gained 1 pound, but my pants were like looser. So, and I was fitting into some new pants even. So that was really cool. But like, we'll see how it goes. But it feels like my cells are just like purging a lot of stuff that I don't need because too, in that very first week, and maybe it was like not the very first week. It was like right into the beginning of the second week. I had some really intense like detox symptoms. Like at one point, like I started sweating so profusely. It was just like dripping out of my face and then it started coming out of all of my pores. I got so lightheaded. I got so lightheaded. I was just about to drive home from my mom's house. I didn't even want to let on that I was having some sort of I thought I was like, am I going into menopause? Like I didn't know I was having such like a reaction because I didn't want her to, she gets so scared. She loves me so much. She gets so worried. And then at the same time, because I've been taking the green drink and I've been like shitting my brains out that week. Like, so I'm like sweating so hard. I just got to my car and like all of a sudden everything I get really lightheaded. Things feel like they're getting smaller. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to shit myself. And like, I had to side and find my way in. I did. And it was okay. I told my mom, I was like, I have to go. I couldn't make it home. I don't think I could have made it home without going to the bathroom, which is the case, which was true. I didn't tell her that I was also sweating so hard and I didn't know what was happening, but it really passed within like 15 minutes. Then I got home. I drove home. I texted Ann and I was like, dude, what's going on? I was like, I'm having an event here. And she held my hand through the whole thing. She suggested that I take a bath and I put cucumbers in it and then I put essential oils in it and I put bath salts in it and I just take a bath and help the detox ease its way out of my body. And I did that and it really did. I don't know, it was like just like a wrapping me in a huge warm hug, and not just that, but just the support that she gave me during it, because I wasn't about to stop what I was doing, because at that point in time I'd already lost 12 pounds, which to me was like, what? Because I was really challenged after Christmas. I put on like 35 pounds and I wasn't taking it off. I hadn't been taking it off and I was just feeling bad. So anyhow, that right there, that experience that happened for me, like it feels like a full body cell purge. Plus, like, this is the only product on the market that is going to actually like take out like 72 to percent of glyphosate that gets stuck in your liver, in your guts, in your bowels. And glyphosate is basically Roundup, and it's become aerosol. It's like it's I don't know, it's terrifying when you learn about glyphosate and what it does and how it's everywhere.
Yeah, and that
But
was actually really cool because not a lot of people, when I mentioned that to you, I thought I was going to have to do the whole thing, but you knew exactly how bad it was. And
bad.
I consider it, the Antichrist, honestly, when you find out what it actually does to you and what it does to the plants. Like, it very briefly, what it does to the plants is it blocks the pathway within the plants that create the essential amino acids. The essential amino acids are called that because they're the ones that are essential to us that we don't make, right? So
Right.
So if you have a plant, all food products that no longer have the capacity to create the essential amino acids, you have an epidemic of Parkinson's like syndrome spreading across the world because now you have neurotransmission issues and
Heavy metal
also
issues.
conception issues, pregnancy issues, keeping the baby. Like essentially life is challenged on all fronts, right? Without that. So I believe it's very much connected to, I mean, it can't be played down on how bad it is. So the fact that the Biomedic, you guys, that what she's talking about, it's true. What she says, the cellular, the crystalline structure of the food does allow it to penetrate. Even people who have ulcerations or inflammation of the gut problems, they might think they're celiac or gluten intolerant, which honestly is most often Roundup intolerant. What happens is our little shag carpet, our villi gets killed and they lay down, and then you're absorbing all this inflammation and you're not sweeping in the nutrition. So with the Biomedic, over time, you get those little villi built back up stronger. And then so now you're able to, yeah, there it is right there. I really think anybody over 1 year old, that's a game-changing product. It's not subtle. Nothing we give you is subtle. You know, open it up. It tastes like pizza. Put it on their food. Dogs, I can't say for sure. Cats, Dave's working on a cat.
Rachel said yes to the cats for the Biomedic. She's been giving it to cats, and she suggested other people. I gave some. I've been given like a quarter of a Biomedic because they're just like, I'll show you what they're like. They're capsules that are filled with herbs, right?
So well, I'm gonna start doing it too. But just so you guys know, the cat thing is a little bit of our own exploration. It's not sanctioned yet by Dave, and he's my guru on all things when it comes to the digestibility of things. So yeah. I agree that most people are having great results with a quarter. So I think I'm going to start that too, because I think there's a lot going on with cats right now. That's hard.
Yeah. But my cat's, I realized too, because my cat turns 20 this spring and I turn 40 this spring. So I've been with her. She's been with my companion for half of my life. And she's been gaining a lot of weight in her older years this past like 3 years or so. And so we'll see how this does for her.
See, that's what I'm wondering about. Like, is the weight gain, is it parasites? Like, should we put a little diatomaceous earth in there?
Under 2.
So I'm glad you're doing the Biomedic. Keep tracks on that for me. I'm definitely going to do it too. But, you know, and then like we said, for anybody over 1 year old, that would, you know, this is a way to deal with behavioral dysfunctions, ADHD syndromes, you know, different things like that. Autism spectrum disorder. There's just nothing that doesn't improve when the gut dysbiosis is dealt with, and you can get it back into a non-inflamed situation. It's 40 feet of tubing from your mouth to your booty. It's 40 feet of cellophane thin tubing, and you know it's an amazing thing. Yeah.
And I mean, the human body itself, the anatomy of us, like, it is just divine. It is our temple. It is, it's just like mind blowing. Everything that goes into, you know, just us being here and breathing, let alone just like the conception of us and, you know, as a soul into this lifetime so that we can learn and experience and go to earth school and, you know, grow. But like the temples that we live in, and it's just, I'm consistently like blown away at how intricate and wonderful the design of us is, and to take care of it and to be a part of taking care of it, and so to help to be a part of promoting so others can feel really good and happy in their own bodies. Like,
well, you just nailed it right there. Nailed it. You nailed it, because that's the thing is the Biomedic is probably the only thing that's kind of like a supplement. Everything else we do is food, and the supplement only has to be there because we're so beaten down and destroyed through inflammation and all the herbicides, pesticides, and honestly a lot of the food.
Yeah, just the American diet in general.
And then people can't find that part of themselves that is pure joy. That, you know, when you're in pain or when you're just inflamed and tired, you can't sleep right, your hormones aren't balanced. You know, I have 35-year-old friends who are bleeding to death every month. Their doctor's talking about ablations. You know, they're trying to tell them they're in perimenopause, for God's sakes. These are all inflammatory issues. These are all toxicity issues. Like, you know, you're even learning Epstein-Barr is sort of the root. Epstein-Barr is a childhood illness that everybody gets. It's a herpetic virus, just like chickenpox. And when you get these diseases, they stay in the system, And a stressful event, even a fun one like a wedding or something, can be the trigger for chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, and all these different things. And
Yeah.
wow, all of a sudden it's raining crazy outside here in California.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah,
It's
it
supposed to
almost
rain
looks like
crazy.
snow. I'm not gonna lie, it almost looks like snow. It's a trip. But
Wild.
wild,
It's
right?
looking
Yeah.
green out here. We're gonna get some rain soon, I think. We got
We're at
greenage.
the South Gate of Yosemite, everybody. That's where I'm at in California. It's like kind of central California.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to go there. Oh
Yeah,
my
but that's what we
gosh.
do. So the most fun part about what you're gonna find out is the joy. Like there are those moments where people call you and they're like, "I am shitting myself. Oh, what's wrong with me? Oh my god, I'm throwing up."
Mhm.
A lot of alcoholics actually will throw up the first time they have a shake, and that's actually a
Wow.
joyful thing too. It's a joy because
Mhm.
that it's a smack in the damn face, right? That they are so acidic and their body is so toxic that it will not take in this vitality. So we slow it down, we slow it down, we slow it down. We get
Mhm.
that biomedic rocking through the system, rebuilding villi, just a couple of days,
Cool.
and then you add that shake back in. Your eyes start rolling back in your head like when you're, a little kid nursing on a booby, and you're just like, yes, this is the business. I feel oxygenated and alive.
Yes. It's
And
good.
so we just throw
So good.
food at people. And when you have legit, well grown, well harvested, incredibly well formulated food, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's all it
Let
takes.
food
It's
be
just
thy
that hard to
medicine.
get.
Yeah, that is true because some people will still have they'll still have a lot of different ailments in their life even if they're like on a completely like organic or raw diet because it's just not enough for them. And
It's
that's
not
that's
enough
one thing
because
I
of
like
it's not
about it
enough
too.
because of how toxic it is, you guys. Like it's
Mhm.
not enough. I was organic, all these different things, vegetarian, gluten-free-ish, veganish. I was already a natural products educator, and I got to be inflamed over 200 pounds. I turned 40, lost my gallbladder in emergency, changed my
Mhm.
lifestyle, and put on that weight. I actually went through a starvation. So if anybody's gone through a starvation, I started a business. Starvation. Anyway,
Dude.
so I started that messes with your metabolism. Then everything just became part of my fat system. My body was just throwing the weight on me, and like, I'm not going to let you die, girl. I'm gonna put the fat on you. You're never going to starve again. My sweet
Yeah.
body was trying to save me. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, my metabolism had broken at that point. So I did what you're doing in a little bit more intense way. I went full on immersion and just did 10 days back to back until
Yeah.
I lost 65 pounds in 18 months, and all I did
Amazing.
was nourish.
Yeah, nourish, reset, renew. That's the thing, right?
Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you know what? That's the thing too. Heidi was just saying that she needs to gain weight. That it's the
Hmm.
same protocol for those who need to lose weight
Hmm.
that when you need to gain weight because it's
It's
still
fun,
like
huh?
a nourishment issue. Isn't that crazy?
It's
I love
still a
that.
toxicity issue. It's still a toxicity issue generally. Like I like to have conversations with people for sure. I mean, you get us on a couple health consults, a week. That'll be really nice because I'm gonna tell you what, that first conversation is just so much fun. There are great things that we can do for people, even when they get off the phone, even if they're ordering their product and shipping to them after
Mhm.
a phone call. There are so many things we can do just in the moments between them getting off the phone and getting their product that will help a ton. And yeah,
Yeah.
gaining weight is it's the most rewarding thing to do for somebody who just, wants a little bit more booty or wants a little bit more thickness or just feels cold all the
Feel
time.
better.
Yeah, exactly. And being able
Mhm.
to do that for them with the same nutrients that we can detox somebody and
Mhm.
put weight on at the same time, detox and put weight, that's almost unheard of. But it's actually
It's
essential
true.
for the long term,
Mhm.
for the results somebody wants so that they're not that back there again.
Yeah. Yeah, I find it fascinating too because it's the same protocol. I mean, like there are other products that you can add in and things that you can do like you were saying before your products get to your house and stuff like which I mean like I do consider them as like weekly groceries now. They're a part of my daily intake and they're a part of making me a happier, more healthy, successful human in the world. Like but it also has healed so many people, thousands of people, in fact, of like, like liver poisoning from what is that, when you from chemo, people that have healed from diabetes, from eczema, from psoriasis, from being underweight, from having obesity, from
hyper, Hashimoto's.
yeah, so much. And it's the same core 4 products that do this for us. And it's just I am also still blown away. Boop, boop.
I love that. I love
Because
that the groceries we take every day are the same thing we do the protocol with. Like, what does that say? If your groceries are the same thing that you use to do a cleanse, like that is, that's
it's
like
good.
brilliant. You know what I mean?
It's so good.
And you don't gotta
yeah.
buy nothing else. Just use your groceries a little bit differently and shammy that. You know what I mean? It's an incredible, cool thing. And the way that we talk about groceries, I want you guys to hear this too, because this is a key thing. Like, even if we're just going to finish on this because it's been 30 minutes and then we're going to wrap up.
Right.
But we're saying groceries in this cool way. And I want you to really catch it, because people eat for lots of reasons. Like, why do you eat, guys?
Emotionally,
like on the
sometimes.
chat, like all kinds of reasons, right? A lot of it's like for fun, because it's yummy, because we're used to it, because of habit, because of tradition, because
amen, all those things.
Because we ate yesterday, so we should do it today, whatever it is. But the truth is, we eat for nourishment. The truth is, we eat for calories and we eat for nourishment. So Allie and I have this one shake, which is actually a drink. It's not even really thick, so it's more like a drink.
It's just a green drink, really.
Yeah, one green drink a day minimum hits the requirement of the nutrition part. Okay. So if you've had all your nutrition in one to two, let's say 1 to 2, depending on how depleted somebody is, 1 to 2 green drinks a day, why are you eating? Well, all of a sudden you're eating for only calories.
Pleasure.
You're only eating for pleasure. You're eating for daily caloric output, which would be calories. And if you have a fat layer, like many of us have a fat layer, and you're completely nourished, the part of your brain that's foraging through the cabinets for vitamins, enzymes, and minerals is off. So it's quiet. You're not even looking for foraging. You're not even hungry, except for the part of you that's either addicted to food or has a habit that takes a couple days. But then your body turns its little dial and goes into the freezer, which would be your fat stores, opens up the freezer and starts eating all those old viruses and old cells and old fat stuff and all the corn syrup that got stuck into a new fat cell because it can't go anywhere else, and it starts using those for calories. Right. So that's why you were feeling that deep cellular, fantastic feeling of really just the autophagy that was occurring while your body was yumming up all those things. So your detox pathways are now open. That's your breath and your booty and your skin and your pee, and everything's just flowing. Your lymphatic is just dumping toxins. You're probably peeing constantly.
Oh yeah, too, because I did it after the first week, and after that crazy detox day. I know that I was detoxing more than that, but like all at once that stuff all happened. But like it threw me into a cold, which lasted for like a week and a half. I'm just now recovering from that because of all of the gunk that's coming out of me. But yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
no, that's great. That's exactly right. That's the purging that's happening. And it is snow outside, you guys. It's like blistering little things of snow in California in April right now.
Wow.
Bizarre.
Hey, way to go, Saturnian son. That's awesome. He's losing weight with his new job right now. Yeah.
My mommy heart immediately like, yeah, but are you nourishing yourself? I really want you to have a shake, Saturnian.
Right. Dude, right. I know. Actually, that's one thing that I noticed too. I'm actually about to get into my second shake after we close this off here in just a moment. But like I have a huge energy boost after I drink my shake. And I love that I can feel that. I know that it's working. It gives me some sort of psychological like knowingness that, wow, this is really working for me because it's boosting me forward. And like also my taste buds have been changing. Like I haven't been craving the things that I had been really hitting hardcore over the holidays, right? Like I was struggling so hardcore with the sweets aspect of things and like the cheese too. And this
So
last week,
honest.
I didn't have any cheese for the first time since forever. And like, but I mean, I've gone through lots of different health phases. I've tried all the diets and they've all worked for me, right? But it is when it comes down to the actual nutrition in our body and what we really need. And then it's like with Purium, it's like fast food that's healthy for you. It makes it
Yes.
so fast. It's like if you're going to make all of your green juices, which is going to basically like, raise the alkalinity level in your body so that you can have less stress in your life.
Mhm.
It takes a lot more time to juice all that stuff instead of just putting like 5.5 tablespoons of this amazing crystalline green powder right into some water and shaking it up and drinking it.
Right.
It's so
Totally.
fast and delicious.
And that doesn't mean you can't make one of those things later. It just means that the fact that the soil it was pulled from being depleted won't matter as much.
Yes.
It won't matter as much. Plus, there's a joy in like knowing how many people in 9 years I've been able to help so easily. Like I have one person literally who came into the float spa yesterday. She walked in and she's like, because the eczema on her face that was bright, bright, bright red 4 days before when she just picked up her product was almost skin color, bro.
Whoa, dude, I wish she
And
was you feel
yeah,
so good, dude. It's like
in
emotional and
4 days.
physical.
And it took me 5 years to get her to say yes to
Oh,
this.
that girl you were talking to me
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Dude. But that's the thing is that we're all on a journey and it's up
Own
to us.
journey.
And that's the right time is only when we say, right?
That's
And
right.
that's it. And if it's never, then that's okay too. That's your choice. It's your life. You are in
Yes.
charge of this meat suit, this vehicle that we are driving, right?
I feel
So
so lucky that people just love me and stay with me. Healthy in the Park was a retail store for a long time, you guys. So a lot of these people,
that's
I
cool.
was this incredible retailer with like everything next level. Like you come into my store and buy everything from dental
So
floss
cool.
to like soap, serum, and everything. You wouldn't have to read a damn label. You could be the highest geek on the and I just had I'm a formulations expert. That's what I do. And so I built a lot of trust with these people. And I love what I do so much with Purium that there's nobody feels bad when they say no to me because it, there's such a level of respect between what
Good.
we're doing. There's and they know I am here any moment that they want to try one thing, and I will not say I told you so.
Yeah.
I don't have I told you so even in my body. What I
Mm-hmm.
feel is being
Thankful.
overjoyed, dude. I
Yeah,
feel
dude.
so grateful that she
Love
was
that.
going through a lot. How it is when you have a
Mm-hmm.
family member that you're caring for, like your stress
Yes.
levels are so high. You may have a child who's maybe on the spectrum, like
Mm-hmm.
there was just too much. And now there's space. So now she's ready to care for
So cool.
herself. And that's
That's so
what's
awesome.
happening, and I'm all wait till your
So
Hashimoto's
cool.
numbers come back done. Right. I'm like, yeah, you think that's one thing? Just give me 90 days.
I know. I was just telling my friend Shannon, she just got her package in today and she's so excited. And I was saying to her, yeah, dude, I'm so excited too. I can't wait to see me and be me in 3 months from now. And every single day I just feel even better just being me in this body. And like she was just so pumped. But yeah,
Well,
it's
what
good.
better could I have done than that, you guys? Come on, all you guys on the chat, man. Seriously, dude, what more? I got nothing to do. I could go home now. I'm done.
Boom, boom. You're a light worker. I'm so blessed that you're in my life. I'm so blessed that everyone here in this chat is in my life. Like blessings on blessings. I
Yeah.
just wanted to say one other thing I learned this week when I was researching alkalinity and acidity, or two things. Our pH, that's our like alkalinity level, all right? And pH means potential of hydrogen, which I thought was really fascinating. I knew that at one point, but I forgot. And the real thing that I wanted to say was that I didn't realize that like having the emotions of hate and having the emotions of stress, they actually cause acidity in your body. Did you know?
Wow.
I didn't know that. Isn't that something?
That's restriction. That makes a lot of sense because stress will constrict, right?
It will.
That makes sense.
It does. It makes
Which
sense to me too.
is why it's so important that you ask ourselves, that you and me, we all ask ourselves, how am I being right now? Instead of how am I doing? Am I being fluid, open, and flowing, or am I being retentive, constricted, and and angled, you know, like how am I being right now? So the next
Yeah.
time you're in a conversation with somebody, just inwardly observe yourself and ask yourself that question, and see if you can shift the entire energy of the conversation if need be.
That's great advice. Yeah, we're always assessing. So dang, Anne, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining me here. It's just awesome.
Yay.
Hopefully you'll
Thanks for
be on
doing
more shows with
the
me in the
health
future.
vlogs too. That's really cool. If you want to come back and do another one after a couple more vlogs, that'd be awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. I hope to get a weekly health show up here. And
Nice.
I hope that you'll come back again at some point in time.
I'd love to.
But dang, everyone here too, I thank you. And yeah, I'll be going live with some narrations through this whole week as well. You're all welcome to join, but they'll always be there for whenever you're feeling it, if you're ever feeling it. And yeah, I say big hugs to you, Anne, and to everyone in the chat.
Big hugs.
So yeah, y'all, we'll see you next time. So do it like you feel it. Mwah. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you, God. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, everyone here.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love yous.